Hello guys, my name is HeliumLemon15. Today is June 10th, it's currently 8:52 p.m. and welcome back to B3313. This is part 30, which is nice because, I don't know, 30 feels like a, kind of a milestone or something. Here we are back in Floating Hotel, or is it Flying Hotel? I'm pretty sure it's Floating Hotel. If you go into the door that has butterflies in front of it, you get a green star. And something I'd like to do in this game is, because at this point, I'm not sure how much of completion I'm going towards. I think that if I try and go for 100%, I will lose my sanity, and I'm already kind of screwed out of locked out of getting 100% because I missed something at the beginning that I didn't know I missed. So, oh well, you live and you learn, I guess, but I'm definitely not starting this game over from the beginning. Yeah, the thing is, I never promised to do 100% of this game. I just kind of started this Let's Play as a joke, and then it kept going, and then it became one of my most viewed things, and, like, people kind of seemed like they were liking it, so I was like, meh, oh well. But I figure that as long as we're playing this game, we should try to get the important stuff, like this white coin here that crashes the game. But that includes the green stars and the red stars, because the green stars are kind of like bonus, they're kind of like, you know, bonus collectibles. But the red stars are, like, plot relevant, so basically you can't get to the final boss without all of the red stars. How many red stars are there again? Let me check my notes. There's... $13. Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure if it was 8 or it was 13. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is like a tiny huge island kind of level. Oh, I remember what this level is. It's like the mountain that's like snow, but then it switches to summer or spring or whatever you want to call it. I personally say summer, but it's like it switches to like all green and shit. Grassy, warm, you know the type. The generic first level of any Mario game where it's all green and grassy. Because, you know, summer is the default season, not winter. I don't know. Are there any games that start off with a snow level? I bet there are. I bet I could think of some if I really used my noggin-shaped head. In the last video, I talked about games that I played earlier this year, like in the last 5 or 6 months. I'm pretty sure, because like I don't remember everything I said, even though that was only like 2 days ago. I'm pretty sure I forgot one of my favorite games that I played this year, which actually came out at the tail end of 2025. The release date was like December 11th, 2025, I think. And that was Angelinera by my favorite indie developer, Analgesic Productions. They're amazing. They're the guys that made Anodyne and Even the Ocean. And hopefully I will get to Let's Playing all of their games. So far, you know, I've done Anodyne, Even the Ocean. I would really like to do Anodyne 2 next, because that was such a cool game. That was such a fun game and interesting game and such an awesome story. So yeah, anyway. And then I mentioned I've been kind of getting back into Mario ROM hacks recently. I almost beat Mario's New Earth. I got pretty close to the end, and then I kind of gave up because it got really hard. Near the end, it had some Kaizo Light stars near the end, I would say, and I'm just, as you know, I suck at platformers, so I was I am not Simple Flips. I am not Ozzy or Ozsef, as he is known, or Starlight Sins, or Katza, or, you know, the other, like, professional SM64 players, or Cheese. But I don't know if Cheese plays ROM hacks. He pretty much just plays the vanilla SM64. But you know what I mean. I don't know if you know what I mean, because I don't know what I mean. And that's 171 stars. What was that level called? I'm just curious. Can I find it in my notes, in my Google Doc? Yes, I have a Google Doc that I'm using to keep track of this game. And I'm still looking. Oh, I think it's Frosty Flowering Peak. According to this Google Doc, we've done Moto's Factory already. And I don't remember that at all. Like, what? What episode was that? Like, was I drunk? Obviously not, because I don't really drink that often. But, you know, I record these episodes at, like, 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule, but it kind of refuses to be fixed, because yesterday not to split hairs here, but yeah, I got out of bed at like 11 something a.m. and I was like, okay, great. And then I just felt awful. I just had the shittiest day imaginable. And then, you know, I was just angry at having such a terrible day, so I, of course, couldn't go to bed without, like, at least trying to do something to cheer myself up. It wasn't the shittiest day imaginable. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to make my life, sound like, because it's not my life, that's the problem. I don't have like a hard or a stressful life, but I just have I don't know, mental health issues. Like, I have anger issues, and I have depression. So some days it's like anger issues, some days it's depression, some days it's both. I don't know. And then other days I'm just like what's it called? Dissociating. Anyway, that's all well and good, but this level is called Shifted Sandland. And we're here because there are 2 stars to get here, but there's also, there's a red star to get here, and that's the IROC boss fight. They have changed the IROC boss fight a little bit. Fortunately, they have not, done what Star Attack does, which is like take a relatively simple boss fight and make it into like the most chaotic thing imaginable. I'm looking at you, King Bob-omb fight from Star Attack. What the hell is that? I should show a screenshot or some footage of it just for reference. Funny how Star Attack seems to keep coming up. I just like to keep having things to say about that game, which is funny. I don't know. But fortunately they didn't like take it and turn it into a crazy boss fight. That being said, they didn't really improve this boss fight much. Like, the version of it that is in this game is, like, very janky. Like, it doesn't work. And I will explain what I mean when we get there. Like how we still have -1 lives. This must have been one of my play sessions where I was, like, playing for a super long time. Without resetting the game. Or actually, I usually don't reset the game. I usually, like, instead of, like, opening the save file from the file select screen, I'll just restart my save state. yeah, with some games that's actually an issue, because like because of how RNG works with like the N64's internal clock. So like I remember DK64 would crash because like the game would think I had been playing for, I don't know, what, 6-10 hours or something, when I'd really just been reloading my save state every time I started playing again. And then, yeah, I mentioned it kept crashing. I've been playing a Ocarina of Time ROM hack recently called Sands of Time, and that had an issue where there was like this one... The emulator kept crashing in like a specific spot. Literally all I was trying to do was pick up a bomb and throw it, and like the game would immediately exit out as soon as I threw the bomb, like at the second I pressed the A button. And how I fixed it was like, I don't know if people use Parallel Launcher, but like you can switch the core that you're using. So like the 3 main cores are like Parallel, and then there's Glide 64, and then there's Ogre. And then there's like other cores like Mupin 64, which I think is a pretty common one. But I like to use Glide for pretty much everything, including this. But switching from Glide back to Parallel actually fixed the issue, so I'm not sure. This is Irok's Tomb, like the sub-level in which the Irok boss fight is found. I just like it. It's very aesthetic. It's very cool. I like all the blue torches. It feels like très aesthetique. It's très spooky. Feels very atmospheric. Feels like Tomb Raider or one of those games. I've watched a couple of the Tomb Raider games this year. I think I watched Tomb Raider 4 this year. So I have now watched the first 4 Tomb Raider games, but they're just kind of okay. Like, I never feel like, oh wow, I really enjoyed that. I'm just like, oh well, another Tomb Raider game. So sorry if anyone's a big Tomb Raider fan out there. Anyway, this is Irok, and bro's pattern is stuck. In other words, he's just like pounding his fists in the same place when he's supposed to like actively move and chase you. I do not know what's going on there, but I think part of the problem is that they put Irok in like a huge room, where in the original game he's not supposed to like be in a huge room. Like his platform is only like a couple of feet wide, like maybe 10 feet by 10 feet. And then here Irok just like fell asleep. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You're supposed to be chasing me around, or like wiggling your hands or opening your eyes so that I can hit you or do damage. And then I had one pretty great moment right somewhere. I'll mention it when it happens. But I jumped on top of him and then started like rotating. And then I was like, you spin me right round, baby, right round like a record. That's a song that people used to quote a lot. It was like a big meme back in the day. I think you just have to like get far enough away from him and then his AI corrects itself, but like the AI is very glitchy. It's a glitchy AI. It no work very good. So that is one of my big criticisms of this game. Other than the fact that it's just like janky overall. It's big janky, my friend. It's very jank. But I shouldn't be too critical of it because it is like, it's not the this, like, technically isn't even a finished game. That's why there's a version of B3313 called Unabandoned, is because this version was abandoned. But there's currently a version, there's so many versions of this game, and there's currently a version out called Abandoned, something like Unabandoned 3 Integer Limit, also known as, like, Internal Gardens, which is a super cool sounding name, but I don't actually know, like, what's different about it. I got killed by a purple coin. That was pretty good. Frickin' purple coins. I hate purple coins. They're my least favorite thing. I'm not even... Purple coins in Super Mario Galaxy are fine by me. I enjoyed those 100 coin purple coin missions, even the hard ones. I enjoyed them a lot. Okay, bye, iRock. This is a surprise. You're stronger than we expected. Handful indeed. Blah blah blah. Oh boy, what a great pun. Handful. So that's iRock. That's iRock defeated. This reminds me of some of the pyramid levels in Bomberman Hero. I don't know why. That game just has some cool, cool-ass Egyptian levels. Also, that game has one of my favorite frickin' soundtracks ever. But, yeah, this is what was on top of the structure here. Just exploring. Not much to see. And, let's go ahead and grab this star. That's another red star, baby. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you never. Goodbye.